Hello and welcome to the Philippines. I've been told by a number of people that they have no idea where to start. 7,000 islands, that's really confusing. So what to do in the Philippines, things you can do in the Philippines. First of all, what do you want to do when you get here or take any trip? What types of things would interest you? There are mountains, there are beaches, there are big cities, there are small towns, there are the province, the country areas, uh, caves and hiking. There are expat clubs, so you can get involved with other expats if you want. Of course, some of you will get caught up on the dating scene, of course, and be running back and forth to malls to, to meet various girls. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. I put out 2 to 3 videos every week, cost of living, uh, as well as condo, travel, all sorts of different types of videos. And this is a 360-degree video. If you're watching on a smartphone, which most of you are, interesting enough, I'm down on the Cologne Street downtown area of Cebu City, and you just move that phone around, and you will get different views. You will be able to look up and down and all around. If you're on a touch screen, you can move the screen around. Stop the video and move the video. Take different looks at different areas. You might be able to zoom in. The quality of the video has something to do with the memory, ROM memory, I think, that you have. I've got a couple of video apps on my computer, and some give me much better resolution than others do. There's also an icon in the upper left-hand corner you can use to move around the different directions. Now, first of all, 7,000 islands should not scare you, because actually most people are only going to be concerned with 3, 4, 5, 6 different islands. You'll go into an area and you'll decide, well, I'm bored here, or I'm going to go meet somebody on the next island. You jump on a ferry, probably, or a plane in some cases, and you go to that island. 7,000 islands. Most of those islands, I think there's only 2,000 of the islands that are actually named. So don't let that scare you. I do strongly recommend that you do a little bit of research on the various areas, and a lot of my videos will tell you a little bit about the different areas. And I recommend that you travel a little bit when you get here, almost right away, because it's easy, especially if you get into a larger city. It is easy, like I did. I became comfortable, and I didn't travel initially. It was several months, actually, before I went over to Bohol, and many more months before I went to Dumaguete and other islands, Negros Oriental, Siquijor Island. There are more and more tourists in the 7+ years I've been here. There are more and more tourist activities on different islands. Before I was here, I was told by one guy that lived on Bohol, he said when they used to show up on, or Camotes Island, part of the SPU group, he said they'd show up and there was no transportation to go to their house or to a hotel. And since that, now you are bombarded. You are surrounded by tricycle drivers, motorbike drivers, wanting to take you to your destination. I prefer to kind of do it on my own, but there are lots of people with tour packages as well. Depends upon the island, to go snorkeling, or to go hiking. They even have ATV rides in some areas. I think up in the mountains above Cebu City, there's an area where they do ATV rides. And it's easy enough to travel. A lot of Filipinos like to take day trips, because if they're working, they might get one day off a week. I don't like day trips, especially. Once I'm out of town, I want to stay out of town 3, 4, 5, 6 days. and explore a little bit more of the Philippines. But transportation is relatively cheap. Ferry traffic, bus traffic. You can rent a car or a van and a driver for a day or several days. There are tons of resorts, all sorts of different types of resorts, including eco-type resorts. They're by the beaches, and the Philippines has some of the best beaches in the world on many various types of islands. You've got lots of resorts up in the mountains where it's cooler. You go up in elevation, you get away from the heat and some of the humidity. The larger cities like Cebu City, Manila definitely, probably other cities. You've got malls like SM Mall here has bowling alley. SM Seaside even has an ice skating rink. The Philippines has been expanding their tourist areas, and they're improving their ferry piers on many islands, so that the larger passenger ferries can get in there, or you can take a smaller, what's called a banca boat or outrigger boat. And in some areas, your transportation choices might be a jeepney, or a tricycle, or a hobble, a motorbike taxi. Um, they might not have buses. They might not have vans unless you are able to find a private van, for instance. I'm working on a video right now about what you should bring to the Philippines, and I'll be interested to see some of your comments as well. I'm sure I will forget a few very important things. I also have additional real estate type videos going up, so you get an idea of what's available here. And just the building here in Cebu City and around the Philippines, just ongoing at a very rapid pace. Hopefully in July, the Philippines will drop all their restrictions for travel. Right now, foreigners need a vaccine and or a negative antigen test. Anyways, see you next time.